Hey guys, and welcome back to part 3 of my guide on how to beat Pikmin 3 Deluxe in the minimum amount of days while getting every single piece of fruit. In part 2, I went over my strategies and routes for day 3, the first day in the distant tundra, and day 4, the first day in the tropical wilds. In this video, I will be covering day 5, the first day in the Twilight River, and day 6, the second day in the Twilight River. You can't complete the Twilight River's boss in one day, so we have to go back for a second day right after it, after the first one, instead of just doing one day, because you can only complete it in the Switch version and the Wii U version by doing a glitch that skips a lot of the game. And I'm not doing major skips or major glitches or skips in this run. So without further ado, let's get into day 5, the first day in the Twilight River. We start off the day by getting out 25 of each Pikmin type, leaving room 25 space for the winged Pikmin we will unlock later on in the day. And then we head up the path and kill the 2 bulb orbs and jump onto the lily pad, and then jump off at the very next stop, and then have all your yellow Pikmin start breaking the electric gate to the right of you, and then break the crystal with your rock Pikmin that's right in front of you, and then have those rock Pikmin carry the bridge pieces. And then disband your squad as Elf, and then call your red Pikmin back, leaving Charlie and Brittany with the yellow Pikmin on the gate. And as Elf, go to the left from the lily pad where you got off, the opposite way of the electric gate, towards the cave entrance, and kill the puffy blowhog outside of it. Once it's dead and the electric gate is broken, have Charlie and Brittany take all of the yellow Pikmin and some of the rock Pikmin that got back from carrying the bridge pieces to where Elf is, and have Elf go where Charlie and Brittany were. So basically just switch them, because they different Pikmin needed different places. So then as Elf, gather any leftover rock Pikmin and send him from the bridge piece pile. They should be all there by now. And send him through the broken electric gate. And then as Brittany, light up the cave with the yellow Pikmin, or go into the cave, light up the cave with the yellow Pikmin, and get the bridge pieces across the flower bridge. And then leave Charlie in the cave and so that he can get Pikmin later on, instead of just leaving them in the cave. You can wait there for them. And then send Brittany to the log bridge straight ahead from outside of the cave entrance. Like as soon as you leave, if you just walk straight, it'll be right there. And then as Elf, kill the enemies as you make your way to the bridge pieces past the electric gate, ignoring the one in the water, the Wollywog in the water, because it's not going to attack you. After having Pikmin start carrying the bridge pieces, go back to the ledge you passed next to the Wollywog and throw your remaining Pikmin onto it. And then be sure to have some rock Pikmin remaining, because there's a crystal across here. And then cross the water and go back up the ledge on the other side and get your Pikmin, and then break the crystal to get the fruit, and then have them carry it back, and then go across the ledge and drop down, and then send Elf back to where the bridge piece pile was, and like that he was collecting from, and then switch to Charlie and gather any Pikmin, and then switch back to Brittany and cross the bridge and call some Pikmin carrying bridge pieces. Even though they're carrying them, you need to call them, because there's an enemy here that you don't have, and you shouldn't have any Pikmin in Brittany's party right now. So call them back and then kill the enemy. Don't call too many back though. Kill the enemy so that they don't get killed while trying to carry the bridge pieces, because some have probably already died for you. And then send Brittany back to base and switch to Elf. As Elf, have Pikmin have Elf get any remaining Pikmin. As Elf, have Pikmin get any remaining bridge pieces at the pile he's at, because some might have died, so they might reset. And then switch to Charlie. Then gather your Pikmin as Charlie and send Charlie to the base. And then switch back to Elf, and then gather any Pikmin and send Elf toward the cave entrance. And then switch to Brittany. And then get Charlie and his Pikmin and head across the newly built bridge. They should both be at base by now. Once you're across the bridge, kill any enemies on the way to the winged onion, the pink onion. Free it by killing the spider, and then start collecting winged Pikmin by getting pellets and carcasses from earlier enemies. once you reach the maximum amount of Pikmin in the field, so you should have like around 25 winged Pikmin. Maximum is 100, so once you hit that, you should be good. You can raise the branch, opening the path to the rest of the level by freeing the lily pads, and then at some point while getting winged Pikmin, switch to elf. Like when you're collecting more winged Pikmin, because when you're waiting for them to get back to the onion, switch to elf and send him to get any stray Pikmin. Once he gets to the Pikmin, send him back to base, and then after getting the Pikmin at base, send elf back towards the cave entrance, and then get the bottom rocks on top of the can to the left of the cave entrance, using yellow Pikmin because they can get thrown higher, and then send elf back to base again. A lot of going back to base, back and forth with elf. After lifting the branch and also collecting enough Pikmin and also getting the bottom rocks with elf, send Brittany back to base as elf, blow up the concrete wall next to base with the bomb rocks he just got, and take 3 of the winged Pikmin from Brittany, because when you're collecting pellets and carcasses with the winged Pikmin, one of the things you can pull up, one of them will be a fruit that requires 3, so make sure to only put 3 on it, and then elf needs to go back to the cave entrance with only the 3 winged Pikmin. That's it. And as Brittany, gather any Pikmin at the base and get onto the lily pad to the left of the base, like after you go through the newly broken concrete wall. If you go straight and then you go left, get onto there, and it'll take you to the next part of the level. While she's riding the lily pad, have elf and the winged Pikmin uproot the fruit near the cave entrance. It'll be like a twirly thing. I can't remember what they're called, like the roots that you can pull up with the winged Pikmin. Another one of those. And then after they start carrying it, send elf back to base to wait for them. And then back as Brittany, now into the next part of the level. Kill any enemies nearby, and then go right as soon as right from where you are, and push through the loading zone and push down the box, opening a shortcut, and then go back to the new area and cross the new bridge, the new wooden bridge, and break the sandcastle wall on the other side. And then after that's broken, go right and start breaking the electric gate. And then switch to, there's an electric gate there. Switch to elf and gather the 3 winged Pikmin that should be back to base by now. And then send them back into the cave. And then switch to Brittany. Lift up the bamboo gate right to the left of the electric gate. And then get the fruit. And then close the gate, whistle all your Pikmin off the fruit and stuff, or anything. Close it as soon as the fruit gets out, because the bulbos will start chasing you. And you don't want them to kill you because they're really fast. And then you can carry the fruit back after that. Once the electric gate is broken, go straight and start digging straight through it. Don't turn left, go straight. And start digging up the suit upgrade that's in the upper area of the background. And then go back the other way you could have went, to the left, and kill the mini boss, the Snagrit, the burrowing Snagrit, and then ignore the fruit for now, and go forward through the loading zone and push the box down, and then go back and get the apple, because it'll be a faster route to base for it. And then send Brittany to where the sandcastle wall used to be on the bridge, across the bridge, and switch to elf and go through the water in the cave. And then you can kill the spider that's blocking off the 3 fruits. Being careful to keep all 3 of the Pikmin alive, because there's 3 fruits there that each require 1 to collect it, so you need to make sure you have all 3 alive. Then after they start carrying it, send elf back to the base, and then switch to Brittany, and then get on the lily pad right next to her, next to the sandcastle bridge, the lily pad right next to it. And then get off at the very next stop, and have your winged Pikmin kill the Scornets in the air, while your other Pikmin break the sandcastle wall to the right of you. Once the enemies are all killed, have your winged Pikmin get the bridge pieces straight ahead, past to the left, walking past the sandcastle bridge. Get the bridge pieces and have them carry them to the bridge thing, and yeah. And then as elf, gather any Pikmin and send him to the first box. Gather any Pikmin at the base and send him to the first box you push down. That opens a shortcut to the new area. the first one that you push down, not the second one. As Brittany, throw Charlie down and then switch to him and gather the Pikmin that broke the sand wall, so everything but the winged Pikmin. Basically leave Brittany where the bridge piece pile that the winged Pikmin are carrying is. And take Charlie and go through the broken sand wall, and then kill the spider, and then switch to Elf and get the fruit right next to you, right next to you on like after you go up the shortcut that you opened, and you go left, you'll see a fruit right next to you, and then send Elf back to base, and then switch to Brittany and gather the winged Pikmin and go to where Charlie is. And lift up the right clipboard, not the left one. The left one has a bunch of mini bulb orbs underneath it. The right one has bridge pieces. And then have the winged Pikmin, don't pick up the bridge pieces yet, pick up the pear that's behind a concrete wall. And then when it is lifted all the way in the air, whistle the Pikmin back and just leave it. And it'll spawn outside of the wall tomorrow because of how the carrying system works in this game. Just like it has like carry points, and there's like a grid, and if it's like far enough in one grid, it'll spawn in the center of that grid the next day, so it'll be outside of it tomorrow. And then have your winged Pikmin carry the bridge pieces that were under the clipboard, and then switch to Elf and gather more winged Pikmin, like just get more pellets and stuff, and send Elf to the winged Pikmin onion and switch to Brittany. Gather all of your Pikmin that were near you and send Brittany back to base. Leave all your Pikmin at base except for your winged Pikmin, and go through the river to get the grapes. Like, take all your Pikmin to base, after they're done getting the bridge pieces, and then leave everything but the winged Pikmin at base, and go through the river to get you go right out to where the lily pad was that you jumped on to get to the next part of the level earlier. You go into the water, though, and you go left in the river, and then there's a little area you can get grapes in. I'll show you in the video. And then you can just spend the rest of the day growing new Pikmin and gather any stray Pikmin. This marks the end of day 5, so let's move on to day 6, the second day in the Twilight River. We begin the day by getting out 25 of each Pikmin type and going up the shortcut box the first one you push down, past the exploded concrete wall. Once through the loading zone, go forward and get the pear, which should be outside on the other side of the wall now if you did it correctly, with any Pikmin type, preferably not winged Pikmin. I did do that though, I think, but it doesn't matter too much. I still was able to finish it in a lot of time. You have a lot of extra time in this day. And then go across the bridge to the left of you and throw Elf, and then send him back to the base. Just throw him down anywhere and send him back to base. And then as Charlie and Brittany, the duo, go to where the suit upgrade was and get on the nearest lily pad and throw Brittany and a bunch of Pikmin onto the mushroom, like the bouncy mushroom, and it'll bounce them up to where the other bridge pieces are and a fruit. And then switch to her, make sure you have rock Pikmin up there because there's a crystal you have to break, and you also need wing Pikmin so that they can carry the bridge pieces back. Have any Pikmin other than wing Pikmin carry the fruit that you broke out of the crystal, because you need them for carrying the bridge pieces. And then next, kill the spider that's blocking the bridge pieces, and then have your wing Pikmin carry those pieces. And then when they are done, have all 3 captains go to the bridge where the sandcastle wall used to be, like the bridge that had it on it. All 3 of them with any Pikmin that they have, and then go up the newly built bridge with all the captains together that leads to the boss, and then beat the boss as usual, like normal, like nothing special really. And then get the fruit, loot, and as many of the enemy carcasses as you can. There's like over 100. There's 101. So you probably can't get them all because 100 of them cost 1 or weigh 1 Pikmin to carry it, and then one of them costs 5, so you definitely can't. And Louis, and also the fruit costs like 10 and 5, so you can't get them all at the same time. And then head back to base and wait for everything to get back. And then now you can just spend the rest of the day getting more Pikmin by collecting pellets and carcasses. And you can also collect ultra spicy berries for ultra spicy spray later on. That's pretty helpful for boss fights. This brings us to the end of day 6, the second day in the Twilight River, and also the end of the video. If you enjoyed or found this useful, please consider liking and or subscribing. See you next time. I'll try and get the video up soon. probably next Wednesday, probably. Okay, see ya.